Om Sri Sai Ram. In the previous class, we have learnt how to identify an arithmetic progression from various sequences. We also derived a formula for finding out the general term, which we call it nth term, and we also solved good number of problems based upon that particular formula. Now, what is the basic difference between sequence and series? Sequence, as we discussed earlier, when the terms are arranged, numbers are arranged either in ascending or descending order, we call it sequence. When we add those terms, we call it series. So now we are going to study arithmetic series. Basically, we are trying to add the terms of arithmetic progression. But before we go to derive the formula, just think of a situation. A mother, on the first birthday of the child, she puts 100 rupees in his name in a small box which is placed at the altar. On second birthday, she adds 100 rupees to it, and on second birthday she deposits 200 rupees in that. On third birthday, she adds another 100 rupees to the previous amount and she deposits 300 rupees. In that particular way, for 20 long years, she is been depositing that amount, and since it was kept in the altar, nobody dared to take it out from there. After his 20th birthday, mother took out that and started counting. And can you tell how much amount was there in that? To find out this, we use a formula, else we have to simply add the numbers 100, 200, 300, 400, 500, and this we have to keep on adding. 20th birthday means you would have got 2000, and then we will be able to tell the amount. By the way, he started counting, and the answer which is found is used by this particular formula, and to find out that we will be deriving. There is one more beautiful example. You would have heard a great mathematician by name Gauss. When the boy was very young, hardly 10 years old, when he was sitting with his father, suddenly out of the blue, father asked him, "Can you add the numbers from 1 to 100? The boy took a paper and pen, and within no time, he said, the sum of numbers from 1 to 100 natural numbers is 5050. Father was stunned, father was surprised that how quickly the son could add the numbers from 1 to 100. And then he gave him a prize and asked him the explanation how he could do that. And this is what the explanation the great mathematician Gauss, when he was 10 years old, gave. He wanted to add the numbers, so he wanted to add 100 numbers, so S100 equal to 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4, and it goes on 99 plus 100. What he did, he added the same numbers from other side, 100 plus 99 plus 98 plus 97 plus 2 plus 1, and he added both. So he got 2 times sum of 100 numbers equal to 101 plus 101 plus 101 plus 101 dash 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 101 plus 101, and he said S100 is equal to, this 101 is 100 times, so 100 into 101, and then he got 2 here, and then he said the answer is 5050. This is the total of sum of 100 natural numbers. You can in fact follow the same method to find that total, but we find, based upon this simple explanation, we can also derive the sum of n terms of an arithmetic progression. By now we are familiar that the symbols which we use for arithmetic progression for various terms are, for first term we call it either A1 or A. For common difference we call it D. For a number of terms we use N. For nth term we use AN. So add one more in that, for sum of n natural numbers, sum of n terms, call it Sn. So these are various symbols which are used. With the help of that we derive the formula. So how do we derive formula? Just have a look. In fact, we follow the method which was given by Gauss. The first term is A1, second is A2, third is A3, fourth is A4, and in this way nth term is represented by An. Now since we want to add them, we call it sum of n terms. What is A1? A1 is nothing but A. What is A2? How do we find A2? It is A plus D. What is A3? It is A plus 2D. What is A4? It is A plus 3D. And what is the last term? It is A plus n minus 1 into D. What is the previous term? It is A plus n minus 2 into D. As the Gauss has done, you can simply add them column wise, not horizontally, column wise. Sn and Sn, if you add, it will become 2 times Sn. Write the term from other side. That is what Gauss has done. Write the term from other side. So Sn is equal to, the last term will come here, A plus n minus 1 into D plus previous one, A plus n minus 2 into D, and as you keep proceeding, here you are going to have A plus D, and here you are going to have A. What we actually did? We reversed the order and wrote the terms. Now you add them column wise. So Sn plus Sn, it will become 2Sn equal to A plus n minus 1 into D will become 2A plus n minus 1 into D. Similarly, A plus D, when it is added with A plus n minus 2 into D, A plus A, it will become 2A plus n minus 2 plus 1, so it will become n minus 1 into D. And surprisingly, you will find that all sums will be same, that is 2A plus n minus 1 into D. Here also A plus A, it will become 2A plus n minus 1 into D. How many times? We know that there are n terms, so if we add n times, it is going to be 2Sn equal to n times we are adding, so n into 2A plus n minus 1 into D. Or we wanted to derive a formula for Sn, so Sn is equal to n by 2, 2a plus n minus 1 into d. So, this is the formula. Very interestingly, in this particular formula, if you split this 2a as a plus a, it will become a plus n minus 1 into d. And what is this a plus n minus 1 into d? It is the formula for a n. So, this can also be written as n by 2 a plus a n. A n is the nth term. Sometimes this a n itself is also the last term. So, the same formula can also be written as n by 2 a plus l, where l stands for last term. So, in this particular way, the formula is derived for sum of n natural numbers. And what is the formula? Sn is equal to n by 2 2a plus n minus 1 into d. Either you write it that way, or you write it as n by 2 a plus a n, or you write it as n by 2 a plus l. In whichever way, according to the situation, we can use the formula. But whatever method you follow or whichever formula you are using, in every formula, irrespective of whether it is the first type or whether it is of second type or whether it is of third type, you will find that in every formula there are 4 unknowns. For example, in this formula Sn, n, a and d, there are 4 unknowns. If you will pick up this formula Sn, n, a and an, there are 4 unknowns. If you see the last one Sn equal to n, Sn, n, a and l, there are 4 unknowns. Very interesting thing is, if you know any 3 of them, we can happily find out the 4th. Just take 1 or 2 examples before we close this particular session. Just 1 or 2 examples by using this formula, how we can find sum of the numbers. Let us go back to the first example. A mother has deposited 100 rupees on his first birthday, 200 rupees on his second birthday. In that way, on his 20th birthday, she has deposited 2000 rupees. And we wanted to know what is the total sum. So, we will say here A is equal to 100, A20 is equal to 2000 and N is equal to 20. So, use this formula, you will get S20, the total. What is the formula? N by 2, so 20 by 2, A is 100 and A20 is 2000, 2 ones are 2 tens are. So, the answer is 2100 into 10, it will become 21,000 rupees. So, mother saved 21,000 rupees by depositing every birthday 100 rupees and every other birthday 100 rupees more than the previous. So, by using this formula, we will be able to find out any of the unknowns. Just take one more example and then we will close. This is the problem from the textbook. He has given a sequence. He says it is 2 plus 7 plus 12. He says add up to 10 terms. This is the problem. Here, whenever sequence is given, please keep in mind, whenever sequence is given, we know the first term and we also know the common difference. For example, here the first term A is equal to 2. How do you get common difference? It is the difference between any 2 consecutive terms, that is A2, let us say for example A2 minus A1, 7 minus 2 equal to 5. He says add for first 10 terms, so n is equal to 10. He wants us to find out the sum. So, S10 is equal to, formula is Sn is equal to, we will use this formula now. Why do we use this formula? Because we do not know the 10th term to use this. So, we use the first formula which we derived, Sn is equal to n by 2, 2a plus n minus 1 into d. Substitute the values 10 by 2, 2 into a, the first term is 2 plus 10 minus 1 into d, d is 5. Simplify, 2 ones are 2 5s are, it is 5, 2 2s are 4, 10 minus 1 is 9, 9 5s are 45. 45 plus 4 is 49, 49 into 5 is 245. So, in this way, by using this formula we can find out sum of n terms. In the next class we are going to solve various problems based upon this formula. In some we have to find out n, in some we have to find out d, in some we have to find out nth term, in some we have to find out 20th term according to the problem, but the formula being same we will be finding. Thank you. Sai Ram.